Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you're all doing well and not getting too bored. So as I mentioned in my introduction video, I want to take my channel down a uni route because I felt like there was a lack of videos specifically for the University of Lincoln regarding like going to uni and what to take to uni, what goes on at uni. So I thought I'd start with the first one in the series today. So this video is going to be 14 things that you wouldn't necessarily think of taking to uni, but you definitely should. Oh, and as a side note, I will be doing more University of Lincoln specific videos like campus tours, vlogs, move-in day, when I actually go back to uni in October. But obviously it's difficult to film that now because I'm here and not there. So item number 1 is a hot water bottle and fluffy blankets. I feel like these make your room really cozy, and as well as that, you don't know the temperature that your accommodation is going to be, because whereas I was lucky and you could change the temperature in each room, it might not be like that and it might get cold in the winter. So this was my fluffy hot water bottle, and yeah, I'd really recommend. Item number 2. This might seem obvious and it might seem boring, but the best thing that I took to uni was storage boxes and Tupperware. So I took big plastic boxes because it makes moving in and moving out so much easier. Obviously then you don't have to carry everything individually or in carrier bags. And in terms of Tupperware, if you make something up, like say a spag bowl for example, and you've got portions left, you can just put it in Tupperware in the freezer. The next item is especially useful if you're going to uni this year, because it's likely there's not going to be a freshers and you're going to be spending a lot more time in your flat. So this is like a board game or just something to play because it breaks the ice with the rest of your flatmates. I wouldn't recommend necessarily bringing a pack of cards because everybody seems to bring cards as they like drinking games and things like that. But I mean, if you do want to bring one, it doesn't take a lot of room. But the game that I bought was Jenga. And this was good because we just all used to sit around the table and play it, and it's easy and it's just, yeah, a good icebreaker for getting to know people. Honestly, anything works. You could bring Monopoly or Cluedo or really any board game you like, but just something a bit different. Item number 4 is a slow cooker. I never would have thought of bringing one of these to uni until my grandma suggested it and bought me one, but it's honestly such a good idea because you can basically chop up anything, put it in there, it just cooks all day, and then when you finished a long day of lectures and you can't be bothered to cook anything, you can just open the slow cooker and your dinner is ready. So I think particularly for people who are going to be really busy at uni, if you're doing quite an involved subject like medicine or something like that, a slow cooker would make your life a lot easier. The 5th thing that I'd recommend taking to uni is an extension lead and one of those multi-plug socket adapter unit things. I'm sure you know what I mean. Yeah, because that will make it easy for you to charge things if you don't have that many sockets in your room. And as well, we did a lot of work all together in the kitchen, so it means that you can all charge your laptops at once and nobody's forced to go and do their work in their room just because they can't charge their laptop. Item number 6 is formal wear. This applies if you're male or female. Every uni that I've come across seems to have a freshers ball, and many degree subjects have dinners and conventions and mock interviews and things like that, so it's always good to have formal wear. I think I took a couple of dresses and a jumpsuit. It just takes the pressure off really, because when you're trying to enjoy yourself on Freshers Week, you don't have the sudden panic of, oh no, I've got to go and buy a formal outfit for Freshers Ball, because you've already planned ahead. So this is one of the dresses that I bought. Yeah, I don't know how well you can see it there, but it's just like a two-part like dress thing. And yeah, I also bought a more summery one because we were supposed to have summer ball, but due to coronavirus that was cancelled. So item number 7 also might seem a bit boring, but it's essential in my opinion. It's a bin. So not a lot of people that I know took a bin to uni, but it ended up being so useful because the bins we got were like that big. and people were just having to take the rubbish out every day because like they couldn't fit anything in their bin. So I had this white one, like whether it's for the bathroom or your room, it just means you don't have to take your rubbish out every single day. The next item is a washing basket and a washing area. I don't have them here to showcase because they're literally like massive, but that was one of the best things I took to uni because I think a dry was £2.10, which doesn't sound expensive, but by the time you're drying your bedding, coloured clothes, white clothes every week, that adds up quite quickly. So the area that I had was a heated area, and I just literally plugged it in down the corridor, and when I'd wash my clothes I used to lay them out on that and they'd dry overnight and then I'd hang them all back. Item number 9 is a first aid kit. So in my first aid kit I bought plasters and some dressing things, Savlon, some paracetamol, and I think I had a box of ibuprofen. What are these? Some cough relief and cold relief all in one tablets, and then I had some antihistamines as well, I think. That all comes in useful because as uni is quite a big drinking culture, somebody in your flat is going to get injured in some way or another. So it's always useful to have plasters and bandages and dressings and whatnot. And with all the partying also comes freshers flu. I thought it was a myth, but every single person in my flat I'm pretty sure went down with freshers flu. So that's where the paracetamol and the tablets come into play. Item number 10 is a doorstop. So this is my doorstop. He's a little dog. They're just really useful to have because in the first couple of weeks when you're all trying to get to know each other, it's quite nice to have your doors open and then people like come in. It's surprising how when you have your door open, people just come in to see what you're doing and just drop by to have a chat, and it's just quite nice for getting to know people and making them feel comfortable like coming into your room and for you going into their room, etc. We didn't use doorstops a lot at uni, but I think we wish we had, because for the first term or so we literally all sat in the kitchen and we didn't venture into each other's rooms, and by the end of the term like our rooms just became like alien, like we'd never been in each other's rooms, and it was just a bit weird. So the next thing I would recommend bringing to uni are pins. I don't know if you can see them. Yeah, just those little pins, because they don't take up a lot of room at all and they're just really convenient for pinning things up. I think most uni rooms that I've seen come with a pin board to put pictures on, or just if you prefer to pin up a calendar so that you can schedule in everything that you're doing. And we pinned up posters in our kitchen on the pin board, and we even pinned up takeaway menus. So we had the Chinese menu, the local chip shop menu. The next item is something to put on your feet in the communal areas. So if you share a bathroom, that will be the bathrooms and the shared kitchen, because even though people say, oh, I've cleaned the floor today, it should be fine, the uni floors are never clean. You can literally mop it and 2 minutes later someone spilled pasta sauce all over the floor. So yeah, that's all I have to say on that one. I bought these cute Victoria's Secret slippers to uni, and I also had some Ivy Park sliders, and I did have some Red Lobster slippers as well, but they're in my cupboard somewhere recovering from how much I wore. Item number 14, if we're on number 14, I've completely lost track to be honest, is a speaker. So everybody remembers to bring headphones, but not many people remember to bring a speaker. I had a little portable speaker which I didn't actually use too much, but I had this one, this massive hi-fi system. I put that on my desk just because it took up some room and it meant that I could connect my phone to it, and if I had any CDs that I wanted to play, I could play them in there. So yeah, just a speaker, because I don't think you should have to sacrifice your shower concerts when you go to uni, but maybe that's just my opinion. So it turned out I had lost track. That was item number 13 and this is number 14. So if there's one thing that I would advise you to take to uni over anything else, it would be this. Ta-da! So yeah, it's just literally a simple washing up bowl. I think I paid £4 for it on Amazon, but it was my most prized possession at uni because the sinks are just disgusting. Like, there's just always pasta or peas or egg or something you didn't even know could block a sink but does. And it just meant that when you're doing your washing up, you can fill your bowl and do it in your bowl. And it means that your plates are actually getting washed. They're not just getting washed by everyone else's muck. And it was always useful as well, because say you just had lunch and you had a lecture to go to, you can put your plate in your washing up bowl, wash it up when you come back from your lecture, and it's not cluttering up the units for anybody else. It's just sort of in its own little corner doing its thing until you get to it. So that is all 14 items. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please give a thumbs up and a subscribe. I know that I took a month before I posted this video, but I will be posting more regularly now. I plan to do weekly updates every Wednesday, so please subscribe and stay tuned for that. I hope you all stay well and safe, and I'll see you soon. Bye!